take a quick minute to look at me and my daddy. Today I just felt extra daddy girlish. So listen, let's talk about genuineness. Being genuine to everybody that you encounter, right? Letting good people, good genuine people into your life. And then being good to genuine people that you allow into your life. Accepting your truth and accepting everybody else's truth around you. Stop making people into what you want them to be and accept them for who they really are. You know, a lot of marriages fail because we marry the person that we want them to be instead of marrying the person that they really are. For instance, you already see that she's not going to cook. You already see that she's not the cleanest woman you've ever been with. But you married her in the pretenses that she become that person for you. Once we get married, she gonna cook. She gonna learn what I like. That's who she is. You married the person that don't cook and don't like to cook and ain't gonna cook. You did that. On the other hand, we marry someone that we want them to be. They don't open doors, never have, never will. But we think once we become their wife, they're going to open our doors, carry our heavy bags, go shopping with us, pick out nice coats and handbags. That's not who they are. And just because you married them, it's not going to change them into wanting to do that. Very few take on that attribute and want to be everything that their wives could desire. But very few change. Genuineness. Are you a genuine person? Do you pretend a lot to be something that you're not? Pretend to be a thousandaire, like you just got it going on. I want a Cadillac Escalade so bad, that $75,000 truck. But my pockets is like, you're going to stay right there in that GMC Acadia. Right? Because I'm being genuine and true to who I am. My hair started falling out. I don't like lace fronts. I'm not wearing them. It started thinning out, so I couldn't do the braids like I normally did. You know, I kept the braids in my hair. I couldn't do them anymore because my hair was thinning out really bad. Went to the dermatologist, found out I have alopecia. With alopecia, all of that heavy pulling is not good because it tears your hair out more. So I thinned up here, and all of this came out. Like my hairline really starts here. All of that came out, right? But wanting to be true to myself, I just cut it all off. And guess what? Whoever didn't like it is not for me. And that's fine. I'm not for everybody and everybody not for me. So I cut it off. And the times that I go extremely low is because it's then fell out again. So understand that. This is not for you, it's for me. You don't have to like it. And that's how I would hope that we start living our lives. My life is for me to live, not for you. You don't have to be impressed by it. You don't even have to be changed by it. But my life is for me to live. And I'm going to allow genuine people in it, people that I trust is being true with who they are. Nothing makes me feel better than when a person tells me that they enjoy my stories. They enjoy my channel. Because I live my life to be a positive influence for all those around me. My children, my mother and father, when he blesses, rest his soul. My friends, anybody I encounter, I want them to see something positive from me. You know, I want to write my eulogy as I live. I want people to be able to say, she made a mark in this world, a positive mark, right? That means something to me, being a positive person. being able to help people see the good in life. You know how many people sitting around depressed and I'm talking about this is the last straw type of people, like they're ready to end it all. Because why? They can't live in their truth. They're sad about their life. They have more children than they can afford. They're in an unloving, uncompassionate marriage or relationship. They're around people who is not feeding their soul. They don't have any love in their life with their family. Just ready to end it all. They're dealing with mental illness, taking all this medicine that's making their chemical imbalances even more imbalanced. And then they can't understand what's going on with themselves. You have children that's battling depression. Now, what do a baby 6, 7, 8, 12 know about depression? They should only know happy things. They should only know how to be a kid, a happy kid, right? But they're dealing with grown folk issues. Why? Because we're not genuine with people and we're not living in our truth, trying to be something that we're not and we never can be. Genuine people. When you don't have it, are you able to say, I don't have it right now? If someone is donating something to you, are you prideful? No, I don't need that. I'm good. Or are you willing to accept? Receive your blessings. Are you able to allow people to come and go into your life as planned? Everybody that you encounter is not meant to stay. Some people are here to bless you, and some people are here to give you a lesson. It's true. Not everybody that you encounter is here to stay. And then you allow them to be around too long and then they mess things up. Your life is all discombobulated, dysfunctional. You're stressed because you got people in your life that's not genuine. If you can live your life without someone, if you ever encounter someone, or if you have somebody in your life right now that you can see your life being better off without them, they're not supposed to be there. I don't care who they are. Family, friend, related through marriage. If they're not supposed to be there, get them out. Weed them out. Weed them out however you need to. Don't allow them to take up room that you have no room for. You don't have enough. Genuineness. And then you be that genuine person. Love with a kind heart. Hear me? Love with a kind heart. That means have more compassion, more empathy. Be willing to sacrifice your time with the people that you say you love. And be open to them doing the same. You got some people out here that has prayed for God to send them this beautiful person to love them the way that they want to be loved, to talk to them the way that they want to be talked to. And then when that person come along, you blow your blessing because you're scared. You're afraid. Ooh, this got to be too good to be true. You start looking for things like checking their social media, checking their cell phone, because it's too good to be true. You can't accept it. We blow our own blessings because we don't believe that we are good enough to receive what we want. We stay in relationships too long because we don't feel like we're good enough to receive what we want. We stay around friendships and people too long because we don't believe that we are good enough to receive what we want. You know, I started to attract what I gave out. And I look at that like the biggest blessing. My heart opened up, right? And I've been receiving kind-hearted people, good-hearted people. And they've been pouring into me and into my business. Right? I've been feeling all kind of love from strangers. Through my inbox, when I go into grocery stores, anywhere. I am attracting what I give out. Genuineness. And then those that weren't genuine to me, They found their way out of my life. I didn't even have to tell them I don't want nothing to do with you. They've just found their way out of my life. Cutting out all the foolishness, all of the shenanigans and the nonsense. Cutting it out. There's no room for it. I'm not going to be pretentious. And I don't want any pretentious people around me. Right? Genuineness. Allow yourself to be open to genuineness so that you can receive the fruits of the world. The fruits of the world are all the good things: more money, better job opportunities, great friends, great relationships, a good car, not just a piece of a car, a good car. Right? Build your credit up. Right? Get you a house, not an apartment, where you're renting. You can eventually work your way up to owning, home ownership. I'm telling you, growth is something else. Genuineness. Allow room for errors. You're going to make mistakes. You're not perfect. You're not going to always do it right. You're not going to always make the best decisions. But if you can get back up again, your life can be changed. And it can stay that way. It's a battle every day. It's a battle. But you can make it. You can make it. Stop lying to people about who you are and be who you are. You got all kind of people in this walk of life. You got good people that walk upright and try to do it all right the first time. You got liars and you got mess ups. And I like a liar and a mess up because it shows you who you are in the past. Who you are in the past, because our past still live in us. Some of us, the past still live in us, right? I used to be a big liar when I was growing up, and I lied so that I wouldn't get in trouble, or you lie to cover up who you really are, right? So my mother used to be like, "How you doing in school today?" "Oh, good." "Were you nice to people today?" I would lie because I was covering up who I really was. I was mean. I was a little bully at one time in my life. I was a bully. I used to talk about people, crack jokes on them, make the class laugh at them. That's not nice, right? My mother didn't know that. She didn't know I was a little bully. I used to cuss like a sailor, right? That's why I'm able to relate to these kids, the at-risk youth that I serve in service. I was just like that. I had a lot of those attributes. And it wasn't because of home life. I had a good home life when I got out. My mother was very strict on me. So when I got out, got to school, let it rip. Okay? Genuineness, being true to yourself. So it's good and it's bad to the uglies. Not judging people because their sin is different than yours. I was a liar as a kid, growing up, just learning who I was and learning, what was acceptable and not acceptable as a young lady, right? So I would, change when I was little, you could change like your progress report and stuff. They wrote it out in pen. You could change it. I would do little stuff like that, trickery stuff to my parents. Try to and get my butt toe off the frame every time. I was an instigator. He said, she said when I was little. Girl, and she said, and then have people on the three-way, shh, don't say nothing. Oh, that was me. Oh my goodness. Would fight, didn't care. But I was a liar because I was able to cover it up. My mother did not know. Did not. A good liar, a good little manipulator. Then I changed because my heart started to soften. Like I didn't want to hurt anybody anymore. I didn't want to lie, or I didn't want to get people beat up, or I didn't want that no more. My desire changed. I think I turned about maybe 13 or 14. I just started to be like, I don't like that. I don't want nobody to look at somebody else like I want to fight them or I want to bully them. My life just started to change. And so this was as a kid, young. But yeah, you have to be able to recognize who's good for you and who's not good for you. And once you recognize it, don't be afraid of change. What you gonna do now? Now that you know that they're not good for you, what you gonna do? So I want to keep everybody encouraged and just know that there are good people out here. You may be in a bad place now, but it won't last always. It's about changing your mindset. You can't expect for good things to happen to you if you're not a good person. You can't be cussing people out, your parents out, your siblings out, the people that are helping you, your village, and then expect for your village to be good to you. Your village gonna leave you. You can't be sleeping with everybody's husbands and boyfriends and don't want somebody to sleep with yours. Or don't expect for it to happen to you. Not so much as karma, but it's the decisions that you make. Right? You can't expect for your children to obey you, and you don't even obey your parents. You have to obey your parents as well. You have to be respectful to your parents. I don't care how old you are. It don't stop. I'm 45, and I still respect my mother. Don't curse in front of her. Try not to. Give her the things that she needs. Listen to her. Patient with her, because I expect that from my children, right? And I'm not going to accept anything less, right? So you have to give what you want to receive. Be more loving and understanding, kind to people so that you can attract that back. You give what you get, right? You get what you give. That's it. Have a blessed Monday. Hope your day is fantastic, and I hope your week is even better. Bye.